down the Atlantic Ocean, Liberty Seas, out in New York. Looking back toward Manhattan. Lighthouses are out here in the harbor as we're arriving into Boston. Looks like it'll be a beautiful sunrise today. It's a little chilly, 50 degrees out. Arriving about 8 o'clock. We're getting off the ship about 8, quarter to 7. There's a series of about 12 lighthouses here in the Boston Harbor area. Still being used for navigational purposes. The ship's coming in and out of Boston. It's kind of like we're going through an archipelago here of islands. This is my first time ever coming into Boston this way on a ship. Done it so many other ways, by train, bus, car. Sunrise in about 5 or 8 minutes. As the sun prepares to come up off the east, we're looking at some of the archipelago islands here in the Boston Harbor. We're looking south. A more bigger area going toward actually Cape Cod, Brookline, that area. Here comes the sun. Oh yeah, that's a beauty. Is that beautiful, or is that beautiful? FedEx plane landed here in Boston Logan. Sunrise in Boston, Massachusetts. Going toward Quincy, Brookline, heading down toward the Cape eventually, in the south. Sunrise as we come into Casco Bay in Portland, Maine. Looking out toward the Portland headlight we passed a little while ago. Casco Bay Ferry coming out from Portland. Maine's largest city, Portland. Here in the southern part of the state on the coast. As my history remembers, it has the distinction of being burned down 4 times and being rebuilt. Looks like it'll be a busy day here in Portland. Two of the ships on the way into Casco Bay, Portland. As the Portland headlight flashes. Built in 1791. First lighthouse commissioned by President George Washington. And the sun is coming up. Here she comes. Well, we're going to say goodbye to Portland, Maine. We sail away out of Casco Bay out into the ocean and for a 500-mile trip to Sydney, Nova Scotia. Arriving there Tuesday morning. Beautiful day here. The leaves are changing more. Heading out by the Portland headlight one last time, see how it looks toward the evening sunset, dusk. Good morning from Sydney, Nova Scotia. After a day at sea, it's about 7:05 a.m. We are coming into the harbor into Sydney. Sydney's probably the largest city here in Nova Scotia. Well, no, Halifax would be the largest city. Probably Sydney would be the next. The whole total population of the province of Nova Scotia is a little over 1 million. So it's densely populated for its size, but small in comparison to the other provinces, I guess, like Ontario and British Columbia. The Lord's worked out some good weather again today. It was supposed to be rainy first part of the week we were watching, but it's cleared up. It's going to be windy. It feels like in the upper 40s. And what I can tell right now, there's decent leaf changes here. sailing down the channel, down to downtown. So at 8:30 we're going to be getting on board a bus for a 7-hour journey up around the famous Cabot Trail on the northern part of Nova Scotia, overlooking the beautiful cliffs of the Atlantic Ocean. And as you look further beyond there, we'll be looking at Newfoundland and then Greenland. Place that I've visited many times over the years, driving tour buses, race tours up here. Now I get to sit back and be a passenger and enjoy it like everybody else. And by the way, happy birthday to me for everybody. Thank you. My birthday today. It's one thing I wanted to do on my birthday was come up here and do this. Always was one of my favorite tours, coming up to Canada, Nova Scotia particularly, maritime provinces. So it's a beautiful area to visit. And I highly recommend anybody who wants to think about it to do it. You won't regret it, for sure. Sydney, Nova Scotia. Good morning, Halifax, Nova Scotia. We're in Canada's largest city in the Atlantic provinces. About 500,000 people. No wind out here. We're just coming into port. Sunrise shortly. And hopefully another beautiful day. So we're going to explore Halifax and go out to Peggy's Cove and see the world famous Peggy's Cove lighthouse. And speaking of lighthouses, Halifax, Nova Scotia. I got a little better view of downtown Halifax. Go down to the train station. We have sunrise. A couple of fishing boats out off the mainland.
The sun and the moon. And what it does is it creates a wave. That wave takes 6 hours to enter the Bay of Fundy.
Welcome back to New York City. We're now in Port Liberty, Bayonne, looking at the beautiful skyline of Manhattan and over Brooklyn as the sun rises off to the east. And it's getaway day. We're packed up, ready to walk off about 7:15, head over to Newark Airport and head home. Absolutely great trip. And after nine nights of New England, Nova Scotia, it's time to wrap it up, head her home. Ciao, everybody.
What do we, let me go. Let's